everybody. It is Kathy, and I love to be selling. Come on in, everybody. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what the weather's like. Let me know. Just say hi. Let me know where you are. I'm here in New York City. Pretty nice today. It's hot, but there's like a little bit of a breeze. So it was like, okay, I ran out. I did my errands. I made it to the gym today. Yeah. I was like, I need to get to the gym. And now I'm here with you guys. So come on in. I've got some great tips for you. And what we're going to talk about today is what attracts sellers to eBay listings. And I'm going to give you some great tips on that. I've actually got 2 tips for you on what's attracting sellers. Some things that I was just looking at. So come on in. Hey, how are you? Good to see you, Jen. Hot, hot, hot. Oh, I bet it is. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Hey, Scott, you're working right now? Right now on eBay? Chicago. Oh, I bet it is hot. Yes, yes, yes. Great, you guys. Elizabeth's in Arkansas, and you're listing away. Good for you. Diana, you're there in Indiana. Good, we're all across the United States. That's great, you guys. So come on in and settle in. And this is what I want to talk about, is what attracts sellers. Now, the first thing you need to know, and I primarily work on a computer. Just for me, I find that's easier. I know a lot of sellers that list on mobile, and I think it's great. I know how to list on mobile. I have listed on mobile. At times I list on mobile. But just for me, primarily, I find for myself, computers easier. I know for some people, when they're listing, they'll take a picture on their phone. I've actually done this. They'll take a picture on their phone or on their tablet, and they'll start the listing. They'll save it to draft, and then they'll finish it on their computer. So that can work. Hey, we've got some people just coming in. Hey, Dora, how are you? Hey, Aaron, nice to see you. Pennsylvania. Hi, Connie. Hey, Susan. Hey, Tina. We got Ina. Great, you guys. Come on in. So even if you, and the reason I'm saying all this is, even if you don't list on mobile, okay, you want to take a look at your listings on mobile. So however you're listing, take the time perhaps once a week when you're out running errands, whatever your lifestyle is. Most of us have our smartphone with us all the time. Is just look at one of your listings or look at a couple of your listings, and also ask friends to look at your listings. A lot of times, because it's our listings, we might overlook it because I took the picture, I wrote the title, I just look at it and I go, oh yeah, it looks great. And I don't catch something that another pair of eyes can do. So the first thing that attracts sellers is, and you got to look at this on mobile, is your picture is really front and center, and your title is really front and center before you get to anything else. So it's picture, title, price. Okay? Picture, title, price. This is whether you're a new seller, whether you're an experienced seller, whether you're with an eBay store, whether you're without an eBay store, whether you're listing auction, whether you're listing fixed price, best offer. Doesn't matter the listing format. It's picture, title, price. And take a long, hard look at yours. What can happen sometimes when we're taking pictures, or we're having, people take pictures for us, and sometimes we're just tired, is the item is out of focus. I've made that mistake. I've seen that mistake when I'm helping clients. They'll go, why isn't this getting hits? This is like a great item. And I'll look at it, and their lead picture is out of focus. The other thing about your pictures is look at them. So let's say you have 4 pictures up, or you have 5 pictures up. You want to lead with the picture that is going to be the most, grab your attention. And sometimes it will be the pattern, or it can be, it could be the item pulled back so you see the entire shirt or dress. It might be a close-up on the embroidery, on a collar, on some lace, on the detail, on a collectible item. It could be the trademark. Be careful with that, though. I mean, I have searched on eBay, and I'm at the bottom of the mug, and it's like, I want to see the mug. I don't want to see the bottom of the mug. That can happen, too, when you're rushing uploading your pictures. Is listed, let's say 5 or 6 in a row, or 10 or 15 in a row, or if you're using an uploader or some kind of interface where you're uploading a lot of listings at a time, you do want to go through and spot check, because sometimes they will upload in the wrong order, and you'll have a trademark, or you'll have something in the first picture that you don't want in the first picture. You want your first picture to be what they call thumb stoppable. And a young eBay staffer taught me this. And this is why, because when you're on eBay shopping and you're looking, and I did DKNY dress used was my search, you get a long list of pictures that you're looking at, and what happens? You're scrolling. You're scrolling with your thumb or your finger. So what you want is you want your picture to be what they call thumb stoppable, which is oh, let me take a look at that. And then I'm going to want to tap on it, okay? And the next thing that can really, really, really help, like what attracts shoppers to our listings, are titles. And those of you who listen to me, I know you're not making this mistake. Don't just do 3 or 4 words. So for instance, Donna Karen white dress, right? It's Donna Karen white dress, the size, perhaps the straps. Is it spaghetti strap? Is it sleeveless? Is it 3/4 sleeve? Perhaps the fabric. If it's collectible, the color, the make, sometimes the country where it's manufactured. This is true of any item, can be of interest. So really pay attention to that, because you want to list a lot of great keywords. People do search by country, Italian lace, Italian glass, French linen shirt, okay? So they do search by the country of manufacture. I know this just because I'm Irish, which is Irish sweater, right? Because of that specific style. So make sure to include, you may not think like, well, this doesn't really matter, but if it's made in Germany, if it's made in France, if it's made in India, people do search by the country of manufacture. So don't overlook that. And my third tip for you, as far as what attracts shoppers, and oftentimes when I'm with people in their eBay store, I notice this, is do you know that you have featured items in your eBay store? It's one of the things that as a store owner we get that a non-store owner doesn't have, but you do need to set them up or they're not there. And this is where they are. It's on your landing page. So you'll be on your landing page. You've got your name of the store. You've got a banner if you've put it in place, your logo, avatar, and right underneath it, and this will show on a computer, is you have what's called featured items. And what made me think of it is because I'm here in New York City. And just because we have so many stores, so many buildings. So, I mean, you can't walk half a block without seeing a store. But I know you see this everywhere you go for any kind of retail establishment, is there's always items in the window, right? You go by a hardware store, you go by a drugstore, you go by a Macy's or a Nordstrom's or a Target. There's always some kind of promotion or featured items in the window. The mixer that's on sale, the dress that's on sale, the shirts that's on sale. And then oftentimes as you enter the store, there's even more featured items, a special display. I go into Macy's Herald Square regularly because they have great displays, and I learn a lot about retail from looking at their displays. And so they always have gorgeous, gorgeous windows. And then as you enter, there's always these incredible displays. The featured items in your eBay store is your store window. And I'm bringing this up, and I'm going to date this because it's July 13th, is back to school is just starting. So if you have back to school items or whatever season you're going into for your items, so let's say it's not back to school for you, it will be, summer, that you're still in summer for your items. Or you may want to feature fall for your items right now, is you can choose your featured items. And where it is in your eBay store is in Edit My Store. And you get to that from tapping Manage My Store and then Edit My Store. It'll be on the left. And then you'll go through that flow, which is the name of your store, your banner, your avatar. And then you'll see featured items, and it'll be like a cross. You click it. You can select items, and you can also set a default. So if you don't want to have to go in there and manually do it, you can set it to newly listed, ending soonest, whatever you want. But it's a great way to feature items. For instance, this is my bonus tip for you. If you're running a sale, so let's say I'm running a sale in my eBay store, and it's always, my pens are always on feature, and I'm running a sale on my pens and my Sharpies. Well, why not put them in my featured products, right? So it's a great, again, because retail stores do it. What the big sale item is in the window. You could also put, if you've got new inventory that came in, think about a brand that's highly searched. Let's say you have a Nike or an Under Armour or a Fenton or something that's really searched a lot. Absolutely, you want to put that into your featured products. You control it. It's a benefit of an eBay store. It costs you absolutely no extra money to put those items in your featured items in your eBay store. And again, it helps you to stand out to shoppers, okay?